Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nicky Dwi Puspaningtyas, and I'm from Universitas Teknokrat Indonesia in Mathematics Education Study Program. Well, today I'd like to present my article, the result of my research with my team, with the title Students' Perception on the Application of Self-Evaluation Exit Ticket in Self-Organized Learning Environment, or SOLS. And the authors are me, Nicky Dwi Puspaningtyas, Sugama Maskar, Putri Sukma Dewi, and Yuriska Meliasari. We are from Universitas Teknokrat Indonesia and Universitas Negeri Surabaya. Well, the first one is the introduction. Education essentially cannot be separated from learning activities. Learning is defined as a long, complicated process and requires continuous effort and energy so that it will be cause differences in behavior between before and after learning. It is according to Lisma, Wicaksana, and Ardin 2022. However, in the last 3 years, teaching and learning activities have not been carried out at school but at home due to the spread of COVID-19, which is hitting Indonesia and even the world. The spread of this virus has forced countries in the world to implement isolation, quarantine, and social distances to protect people who are not infected. Online learning is familiar to students because this learning has been carried out for the last 3 years by integrating learning using technology that is connected to internet. So it is undeniable that online learning requires educators and students to be proficient in using technology. In addition, coordination between all parties in something that needs to be considered to implement it, in the implementation of online learning. Okay. The next one is still about online learning. One of the problems that educators often complain about is the inability to optimally convey the entire material during online learning and are required to be able to innovate and adapt in the use of various digital-based learning methods. SOLS, or self-organized learning environment, is one of the learning strategies initiated by Sugata Mitra through his project called Hole in the Wall. SOLS consists of several stages, including using key questions or big questions to start explaining the concept of the material. Well, this strategy is felt to increase the involvement of students in the online learning process. This is reinforced by the result of research that has been carried out, namely SOLs are sufficient to support different learning activity designed for social activities. SOLs can be applied to elementary school age children by applying the use of technology and the internet in the classroom. SOLs can improve understanding of polymer material. SOLs also can improve the literacy of teachers. Besides, SOLs can increase children's learning independency and improve student learning outcomes. In the strategy, the assessment and evaluation stage are most important part to determine whether the strategy is suitable for the use of during online learning. Well, in this whole strategy, the assessment and evaluation stage is called the self-evaluation exit ticket, where students evaluate themselves, write down their learning progress, and write down their learning achievement that will be obtained in the next session using the assessment form provided by the educator or the teacher. The same thing is also done by the educator or the teacher by writing down the process and the learning achievement of each student. Either 2019 mentioned that the self-evaluation exit ticket can be used as an educational evaluation material that is easy and fast, support and encourage students to learn and reflect. Okay, the next one is method. The type of research used in this research is descriptive qualitative, where researchers describe student perception of the application of self-evaluation exit ticket evaluations in self-organized learning environment or SOLs, learning strategies during full online learning in COVID-19 pandemic era in the number theory course. Then the population used was the student of mathematics education at Universitas Teknokat Indonesia who took the number theory course as many as 6 students. Well, this is the indicators and distribution statement item on the questionnaire. So there are 4 indicators. First one is obvious, possible level of student interest and motivation, possibility to be used for individual studied by students, and the level of possibility provides is and speed of mastery of materials, concepts, and skills in adherence with related topics. Yeah, so it is spread in several numbers of questionnaire. The total number is 12 items. Well, this is the result and discussion of the 4 indicators and the percentage collected from the answer of student in the questionnaire. The first one, easy of use, is 71%. And then the possible level of student interest and motivation is 91%. Possibility to be used for individual study by students in 62%. And the last is the level of possibility provide is and speed of mastery materials, concept and skills in adherence with related topics is 79%. Well, everyone, without realizing it, online learning has been implemented for the last 3 years. Therefore, learning strategies need to be varied so that online learning does not seem monotonous and students do not feel bored in learning. In the online learning process, at least 80% of materials and learning activities are carried out fully online, and 20% can be carried out face-to-face or by other methods. One of learning strategies that can be used during online learning is self-organized learning environment or SOLs, where the strategy can encourage independence in learning. The study applies one of the stages in SOLs, namely self-evaluation exit tickets. At this stage, educators can measure students' understanding of the topic or the lesson. Okay, based on the result of data collected, the highest percentage of 92 on the possibility of applying the self-evaluation exit ticket can be used for individual study by student, and 91% of the level of possibility of interest and motivation of students in the application of self-evaluation exit ticket. Then 79% of possibility of providing convenience and speed of mastery materials, and so on and so forth, as the table shown. Okay, everyone. Freedom to learn is new policy issues by Ministry of Education and Research and Technology in 2020. Quote from the page of Kemendikbud Kemendikbudristek, explained that the purpose of independent learning is as the form of implementation of Ki Hajar Dewantara's student-centered teaching philosophy, while strengthening student numeracy and literacy competencies so that each student achieve the expected learning goals. Launch this program was motivated by the many complaints from parents in the applicable national education system, including the minimum completeness score that students must achieve in each subject. The word merdeka, which means freedom for both schools, students, and educators to be able to innovate and learn independently and creatively. With the freedom to learn, the learning atmosphere at school will feel happier without forgetting the nature of the law. One of the learning strategies that are in line with the goal of independent learning is the self-evaluation certificate. In this strategy, the subject believes that self-evaluation certificate can inspire enthusiasm in learning because the subject chooses the target to be achieved. In addition, the subject feels more focused on the even though he or they have a low ability to understand the material given. The strategy can be a new challenge because there are targets that must be met. This means that learning independence will be formed in an independent learning process. Okay, the next is conclusion. Based on the research that has been done, it is concluded that the self-evaluation certificate can be applied during the full online learning as an evaluation stage because self-evaluation certificate gives students the freedom to determine their own learning outcomes to be achieved at the next meeting. In addition, students and educators can evaluate and reflect on themselves to be able to jointly create a fun learning process and foster independent learning in students. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.